Good evening, hello and welcome to this special broadcast. I'm Anusha Soni. Why Sharmila is the new political entrant in the politics of Telangana. She's been on a long Padayatra in the state of Telangana, following the footsteps of her father and brother, hoping to be the disruptive force in the politics of Telangana. But she is being called a mere political stooge, interestingly, both by the TRS and the BJP. In the last 48 hours, she's dominated the headlines with her dramatic detention, arrest and the eventual bail. Is she just a flickering factor in the politics of Telangana, or someone who can actually create a real impact? To what extent the charges against her of being a stooge, of being a political stooge, really hold? Our focus.
This only showcases the tyranny in Telangana, the atrocities of the Chief Minister in Telangana. The Chief Minister himself heads a party of goons.
Well, a mere prop-up or a disruptor. What has happened in the last 48 hours in the politics of Telangana? How is it that Sharmila has continued to dominate those headlines? Let's just take you through the timeline of the events that have unfolded in the state of Telangana. Sharmila has been on a Padayatra for about 223 days, taking a leaf out of the book of what her father did or what her brother did to come to power. The Telangana Padayatra covered 75 assembly constituencies running into hundreds of kilometers, 3,000 kilometers in fact, has been covered on foot. She went to different constituencies, different talukas, different villages. On Monday, her entourage was allegedly attacked by the TRS. That is what she said, that there was a local leader who came and who, with his supporters, attacked. There were clashes that broke out between both the sides. And Sharmila was after that detained and then dropped to Hyderabad. It was alleged by all the police authorities that it was in fact her party that was creating a problem. On Tuesday, she held on to her way to Chief Minister's office. No police nod. She wanted to go to the Chief Minister's office, protest there. There was no permission. She was arrested for obstructing the police officer. She was obstructing the law and order. That's the charge against her. There are certain charges that have been faced against her. And after that, a magistrate granted her bail. This drama tells you what happened in the last 48 hours and how she's dominated the headlines. But as I said earlier, is this just a flickering moment or something which is going to last for times to come in the politics of Telangana? Joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Khaliqur Rahman, who's the leader of TRS. We also have Mr. Gundapalli Varaprasad, who's the leader of YSRTP. Mr. Ramakrishna Sangam, who's the chief editor of Excel India News magazine, is joining us on the broadcast. And Mr. Vimalapati Patabi, who's a senior advocate, is also with us on the show. Mr. Rahman, I'm coming to you first. Good evening to all of you, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Rahman, coming to you first and taking in a word from you. Sharmila has made some very serious charges against the present government. She argues that she is somebody who wanted to carry on her Padayatra. Her Padayatra was disrupted. She was not allowed to do what she has a democratic right to do, which is to protest. And the government is jittered by what she is doing, by her political activities.
Good evening to all my co-panelists and good evening to you. In fact, for well over 200 days, Sharmila ji has been doing her Padayatra, and there was no disruption in her Padayatra, and she was doing it peacefully. It is only when she came to Warangal, when she threatened to kill the MLA, and then she provoked and instigated the cadre there. But even after that, our MLA did not respond to that, and cadre also did not retaliate it. And then, it was all stage managed that her van was vandalized, according to her, and what the images we have seen. And then after that, she in fact was brought to Hyderabad because there was the law and order problem, which was being affected actually. So then after she came to Hyderabad, in a totally unlawful manner, without taking any permission from the police, she got onto the road with all her supporters and with all her cadre, which became violent. And then she tried to barge into the Honorable CM's residence, which is a high sensitive, high security area. And the main objective of the YSRTP and its leader is to disrupt the law and order situation here, and with the complete backing of the BJP party. And she, when she went to New Delhi in October, there was the news in the Times of India, that's of the 6th of October 2022, that she would meet the top brass. And before that, just one day before that, that's on 5th of October, the Indian Express carried that she will now raise the graft issues. I would like to tell, Madam Sharmila ji, that Telangana is one peaceful state. And what is her contribution, first of all, to Telangana, and what is her local stand in Telangana? It is just at the behest of someone. She's just trying to, play as a tool in the hand.
What is interesting, Mr. Rahman, we tried to get BJP on the broadcast, but the guests were not available. But the word coming in from the BJP is that they say she's a stooge of the TRS. She's in fact somebody who's been planted by the government, so that BJP, which is emerging as the principal opposition party, doesn't get the limelight.
I don't have to say that. The kind of support she has been getting from the BJP and also from our Madam Governor, this goes on to say that who is behind her. It is not for me or for anyone to say, because the entire nation is watching, the entire Telangana is watching. It is just that she wanted to hog the attention. And it is not really, because first of all, let me tell you, she's the one who opposed the Telangana and her party. At all. Okay. And what is her contribution?
Let me also bring in Mr. G. Varaprasad into the discussion. Okay. Let me also bring in Mr. G. Varaprasad into the discussion. Talking from the point of your party and your leader, Sharmila, there are various allegations which are being made that she's a stooge of the BJP or the TRS. She has no political standing. She's just somebody who's looking for political employment. And I'm quoting your political opponents. That's what has been said in the last 48 hours. I've covered this issue on live television. What is it that Sharmila is bringing to the table? Many people argue that she has no history, no political history in terms of working for the people. There's a question that Mr. Khaliqur Rahman asked, that she's not sacrificed anything for the people of Telangana. So how can she claim any kind of political future in the state?
That is she opposed.
Mr. Varaprasad.
Hello.
Mr. Varaprasad, can you hear me?
My audio is gone.
Mr. G. Varaprasad, can you hear me? All right, we'll fix that audio. Mr. Varaprasad, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now you can hear me. Sir, I want you to talk about your leader and the credentials of your leader, Sharmila. More importantly, what is it that she is bringing to the table? There are serious accusations that she is a stooge of the BJP, especially with the sort of support she is getting from the governor.
Yes, good evening to all of you. Now, Sharmila's local stand is, she born and brought up in Hyderabad, Telangana. When combined state was there, her father was the chief minister, late Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy Garu, everybody knows about it. And she's following the footsteps of late Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy Garu, because everybody knows that what Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy Garu did for the state of Andhra Pradesh. And so many reforms he brought, and so many people got benefited out of it. He only brought Arogya Bhadrata for getting treatment for poor people to enter into the corporate hospitals, and so many people's lives were saved. And with that, because there are certain irregularities took place in Telangana state, Sharmila wants to take up his father's route to do justice to the people of Telangana because she was born and brought up from Telangana and studied in Telangana. Her children also born in Telangana only. So with that legacy of Y.S. Rajashekara Reddy Garu, with his views, she wants to establish Rajana Rajyam in the state of Telangana. She is always questioning about the failures of the government. She never made any sort of provocative statements on anybody. But she only talked about the failures of the government, whatever promises they made to the public. Whenever they failed, she is questioning. And my land friend earlier, while speaking, he told that Sharmila told that she will kill the MLA. But she never made such a statement. She never told that I will kill MLA, which is wrong notion. I request my land friend to rectify that.
Okay. Do you also want to respond to the charge that she's a stooge of the BJP?
What is that?
She's a stooge of the BJP. She's somebody who's been planted by the BJP only to create ruckus in the state. She has no political future. That is what the opponents are saying, sir.
No, it is not correct. It is not correct. She is visionary, and she, from the beginning, she followed Y.S. Rajashekara Reddy Garu's steps in order to protect the people of Telangana and to do some sort of service to them, to their lives.
No, but the question that was asked by Mr. Khaliqur Rahman was, then why is she getting this sort of support from the governor? That only hints that there is some degree of proximity with the centre or the BJP.
Where she is getting support from the government? Which government supporting her?
Governor's office, sir.
No, she is not getting any support from the government. No?
I was talking about the governor's office, sir. Oh, all right, I want to cut across to our other guest, Mr. Ramakrishna Sangam is also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Sangam, I'm coming to you. Yeah. How do you see Sharmila's entry into Telangana politics? Is it just something which is going to die down with the headlines, with the drama that has happened in the last 48 hours? Because if you look at her Padayatra, it looks like some serious effort she is putting. And if history is any testament, if you look at her father or her brother, these Padayatras have yielded results.
Yeah, yes, it is unlikely to die down in a few days, couple of days, or with headlines in a moment. It is likely to continue for another 1 year when elections are likely to be held in Telangana next year, November, December. Sharmila, new entrant into Telangana politics. Last year, she formed her party in July, YSR Telangana Party, and she claims to have a mass base of her late father Rajashekara Reddy's fans across Telangana, especially in some pockets like Khammam district, where her party won in 2014. Are not exactly her party, but her brother Jagannath Reddy's Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagannath Reddy's party won 3 MLAs and 1 MP. Later they joined TRS subsequently, and she claims some strong vote base in those pockets in Khammam district and adjoining Nalgonda and Rangareddy and parts of Mahabubnagar district. And she launched her Padayatra a year ago, and she completed 3,500 kilometers till recently. A few days ago, she held a meeting in that northern Telangana part, and she is likely to continue her Padayatra in another 1 week. In December first week, she is supposed to conclude her yatra with a meeting. But in between happened on November 28, Monday, these incidents at in Narsampeta Assembly constituency of Warangal district. She made some comments against local MLA Beddi Sudarshan Reddy TRS MLA and angered TRS mobs set afire her van and a couple of vehicles she was traveling with along with. And then police brought her to Hyderabad and she was produced before magistrate and got bail last night. And High Court in the meanwhile allowed her Padayatra said the Padayatra can be resumed and continued with police permission and some restrictions. This is the backdrop. And what we need to know, what we need to keep in mind is that election atmosphere in Telangana is hotting up because elections are just a year away, and she is a new entrant into Telangana politics. Apart from TRS, ruling TRS, it is firmly entrenched in politically in the state, and the BJP is claiming to upscale it, and Congress also is a major party in Telangana. Apart from these three parties, some smaller parties are also trying to play some role. And Sharmila is one such player. She says that her father's legacy is still, her fans are, her late father's fans are very strong and committed even till now, and they want his welfare schemes to be continued, and she wants to bring back the Rajanna Rajyam. She says Rajanna means Rajshekar Reddy's name. In Telugu, popular Telugu language, it is he is called as Rajanna. So she wants to bring back his welfare schemes. But TRS leaders also say that they are not lagging behind in welfare schemes. So they say that there is no need for her to enter into Telangana politics. They still say that she represents Rajshekar Reddy's family, which is rooted in Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh. She has nothing to do with Telangana. But she claims, as just our YSR TP friend said, she is born and brought up in Hyderabad. And
she said that she got married there, and she spent a huge part of her life there.
Married to a person called Brother Anil Kumar, who is from Khammam district of Telangana. She says that she is daughter-in-law of Telangana also. Her mother also says that my daughter is married to her mother, Vijayamma, YS Vijayamma.
Mr. Patabi, I want to come to you. I want to take that point with you. Both TRS and the BJP say that she is the stooge of the other party. At the same time, both refuse to take her seriously. They say that, she's no factor, she's nobody. She's not going to make any kind of electoral gains or any kind of electoral impact in the state of Telangana. How do you see those charges when each side is claiming that she's the stooge of the other? Is she doing something right?
As far as Telangana politics is concerned, as my friend was telling, with the elections approaching, things are hotting up very much, very fast. Sharmila entered Telangana politics amidst lots of controversy, and step by step she started establishing herself, as we see from her Padayatra and things like that. And the way she carries the legacy from her father to her brother and now herself, the Padayatras. In fact, the Padayatra is one of the most powerful political utility which we are seeing now. So she, in fact, when her brother was in judicial custody in the cases which he was involved in, she carried on the toughest Padayatra working for her brother. And now she is adopting the same method of carrying on the Padayatra. What I find about Sharmila is, she's a firebrand leading. She is not the ordinary run-of-the-mill politician. Whether it was when she was supporting her brother Jagan at Andhra Pradesh those days, or now when she has formed a party in Telangana, she has been firebrand and she is involving herself in lots of, I feel, needless controversies. But I think politicians is what they do. They need lots of controversies, which it will catapult them into.
Would you call it needless controversy? It has got her a lot of political attention that she wanted.
Absolutely. She's getting all the media and political attention, the public attention. And unfortunately, what is happening is, especially in both the Telugu states, the accusatory tone of politics is rising by the day. Instead of having issue-based politics, we are going into accusatory politics, which is not a welcome sign, but no one can stop it because no party is free from this accusatory politics. But as I see Sharmila, she is forging ahead, and I think she is going to be a force to reckon with in the coming year. By the time of the elections, she is going to be a force to reckon with because people are, lots of media attention, the controversies she is creating, the willingness to go to jail, and playing the victim card. These are all things which a politician requires to skyrocket into publicity and take advantage, political mileage out of it.
Mr. Khaliqur Rahman, I come back to you. There are some questions that Sharmila, her party, have raised about the governance in the state of Telangana. They have said that the welfare schemes are not in place. The manner in which the state has been functioning or the Chief Minister's office is functioning, they are cut off from the reality. She's also criticized certain irrigation projects that have been going on. Largely in the line of attack has been the Chief Minister and your party TRS for your welfare schemes, for the kind of work that has been done. And it looks like that will be her tone and tenor in the days to come.
Since she didn't get any space in Andhra Pradesh politics, she was totally neglected by her brother. And she didn't get any post in YSRCP there. So that's the reason she came into Telangana. It is not that to serve the people of Telangana. And now coming to the welfare schemes and the good governance about the Telangana government. The present government, in fact, in this last 8 years, has put Telangana, which is a newborn state, on the global map. And this is not me who is saying this, but this is the Niti Aayog and also the government of India, which has ranked Telangana among the top 5 states in terms of the GDP, in terms of the various other initiatives. So what Sharmila, in fact, is talking about, these are all the things which when her father was the chief minister in the erstwhile state of Andhra Pradesh, and she's just trying to talk about that and trying to take kind of the mileage. But here she should understand the fact that it is no more a united state. This state is already divided, and why the state is divided is because the Telangana was neglected when it was under the United Andhra Pradesh. So that is the reason.
I will take that. I will take that point.
When the formation of Telangana was happening, it was her brother's party, and even she, who in fact objected to the formation of Telangana, and all of a sudden she wakes up and comes into the Telangana. It is nothing but the scripted drama with the support of the BJP and involving the governor's office to create the law and order problem, to disrupt the communal harmony and to disrupt the law and order, and then probably have the far-reaching vision to impose the governor rule. This is what I can say, actually.
Mr. Rahman, I will take those points. So whether the historical setup of the manner in which the division of the state happened, and historically the position that was taken by her father and her brother during the partition, during the division of the state of Telangana, can that really come in the way? Mr. Valprasad, I'm coming to you. First to the point, is the reason why Sharmila wants to make a political career in the state of Telangana solely because she found no kind of political future in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and she's not in good terms with her own brother? That is what is being said.
It is not correct, madam. This is not at all correct. Because Mr. Jagannath Reddy doesn't want in Andhra Pradesh that it is a family-oriented government. In order to support his angle and attitude, Sharmila also cooperated with him. She never gone there to take any post, any ministerial post. She never asked also. She never bothered to go. But as she came from Telangana, born and brought up, and marital status also, she took interest to come to Telangana to establish YSR Telangana party in order to protect the people of Telangana, to support them, to help them. My land friend given wrong notion that she never gone for any sort of political career in Andhra Pradesh. If at all this happened, in the beginning itself, she could have asked at the time of Padayatra. She did for her brother. When he came into the power, she could have gone on the day itself. But it was not took place because the Jagannath Reddy never wanted the government is a family-oriented government. So that is the reason why Sharmila Garu kept away from the politics of Andhra Pradesh in order to cooperate his brother. And she came to Telangana only to help and to brought the legacy of her father, Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy's footsteps. Okay. That is the thing.
Mr. Ramake Sangam, I'm coming to you. There is a historical background under which the division of the state of Andhra Pradesh had happened. And it's a turbulent historical background. Do Sharmila, her entire family, or the manner in which the division happened and the role that were played by different political parties and her own family, does that stand in the way of her political future in the state of Telangana? And how does this factor that she's fallen out with her own brother really play in the discourse? Because that's being talked about again and again.
True. To a large extent, Jagannath Reddy opposed formation of Telangana when he was a Congress MP, and also his party, he represented his own party also in Lok Sabha. He firmly opposed formation of bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, and that TRS leaders are using now as a tool to beat Sharmila. But Sharmila, during her at the meeting, at the launch of her party, claimed that now is fully dissociated with her brother or the legacy of her erstwhile father's stand on Telangana, and she is fully part and parcel of Telangana, and she wants to play a role in local politics, so in Telangana. So that is her stand now. But TRS leaders, as our TRS leader just now said, they are saying that they are raking up the way late Rajshekar Reddy delayed formation of Telangana as a CM, and he threatened even Sonia Gandhi that he would quit if Sonia Gandhi formed Telangana state. And later, Jagan also, in the will of the house, opposite formation of Telangana. To the last stage, they opposed. That is a fact. But Sharmila is now trying to create a new political image for herself, and she says that all the past legacy of her father or her brother have nothing to do with her political current role. She says that Telangana is a reality and no going back on that, and she wants to fight for the cause of the people of Telangana, and her plank is only to bring back the.
No, will that stand in her way? This entire history that on record the division was a poll, will that stand in her way? She can claim that she has a break from the past, or now she belongs to Telangana.
But true.
Yeah, but will that discourse really work?
That will be a political point of controversy between TRS, ruling TRS, and Sharmila will continue to battle on that. But I think both the sides have their own versions, and that will be an issue. And Sharmila has to firmly answer to the doubts raised or criticism leveled by TRS leaders on that. TRS leaders, of course, will continue. In the last 2 days also, they have banged on that plank only. That she is nothing to do with Telangana. She are party.
No, and frankly speaking, these are all relevant factors. These are all relevant factors. She has a political legacy. That political legacy helps her, but there are also questions that she needs to answer if she wants to own up that legacy.
It is a tricky thing, Anusha. Why? Because she is banking on her late father's legacy image and says that she is here to continue his good work or welfare schemes. At the same time, TRS is pointing out that how can she claim the legacy of Rajshekar Reddy, who tooth and nail opposed formation of Telangana. This is an interesting academic discussion also. People like intellectuals or neutral people have to decide on the future of Sharmila's credentials and integrity. But Sharmila on her part says that she has nothing to do with her late father's stand or even Jagan Mohan Reddy's stand on Telangana, and she is here to serve the people of Telangana.
Let's see how much of that discourse really goes in. Mr. Padayatra, I'm coming to you. The fact that Sharmila is not in good terms with her own brother, the fact that there is a chapter of history that doesn't go in her favor. She wants to own up the legacy of her father, which is her one of the key, as you would say, one of the key things on her CV. But it also comes with its own set of riders and problems, which the TRS is talking about.
Yes. So one thing is, as we are saying from the TRS party, they are questioning, saying that you oppose Telangana. You had no role to play in the formation of Telangana. If that is the case, it is ironical that this issue should be raised against Sharmila. Not that I am supporting Sharmila, but TRS has got lots of people who were in Telugu Desam and Congress who were firmly opposed to Telangana. Today they are all holding ministers posts and other senior posts. So in politics, there is no permanent line of principle or value. That is what I have come to see that. So people from Congress, people from YSRCP, people from Telugu Desam have all merged with TRS. So the question here is, what is it that a political party is going to do for the people? Maybe Sharmila has differences with her brother. She fell out with her brother. No, we don't know. But the fact is that she has formed a party. So that is what TRS should look into, because TRS undoubtedly has fought for and got, I can say, liberated Telangana in its own terms. But we have to think that instead of accusing Sharmila that she's a stooge of BJP or BJP saying that she's a stooge of TRS, we have to accept that Sharmila is establishing herself. So realistically, people are all watching Sharmila, and Sharmila also is forging ahead, as I said, fearlessly. Maybe, she may try to use her father's name or piggyback.
And she's been talking about her father's vision, and that is what she wants to implement in the state of Telangana as well.
That itself is not enough.
That itself is not enough, I agree. And she herself will have to prove her political mettle.
She has to prove her worth, and she has to establish her identity.
I agree with you, Mr. Padayatra. I'm sorry, I'm short of time. I thank all my guests. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast. That's all the time that we have. But as far as Sharmila is concerned, only time is going to tell whether she is able to prove her political mettle in the state of Telangana or not. Merely talking about her father's legacy won't help her. Well, here's another special conversation. The Union Home Minister is steering the election campaign in the poll-bound state of Gujarat. My colleague Siddhant Mishra caught up with Home Minister during the roadshow. Listen in.
गृह मंत्री जी, असरवा विधानसभा में इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं। जीत का बिगुल लगता है फूंक दिया है बीजेपी ने, जिस प्रकार से जन सैलाब उभरा है आपके रोड शो में।
जी बहुत अच्छा प्रतिसाद मिल रहा है।
अमित शाह जी, एक तरफ विकास है, दूसरी तरफ हिंदुत्व है, क्या पिच है बीजेपी की इस चुनावों में?
देखिए, आप इस तरह से बांटते हैं, दोनों हमारे एजेंडा है और दोनों एजेंडा पर हम सफल हैं।
अगर टारगेट की बात करें अमित शाह जी, इस भीड़ को देख के और आपकी तमाम रैलियों में भीड़ को देख के लग रहा है कि इस बार 130 से ऊपर सीटें बीजेपी लाने वाली है, तो क्या एक नया?
अब तक की हम सबसे ज्यादा सीटें जीतेंगे।
अब तक हम सबसे ज्यादा सीटें जीतेंगे। गृह मंत्री अमित शाह का रोड शो इस वक्त जारी है असरवा विधानसभा पे, और मेरे पीछे आप देख सकते हैं जन सैलाब उमड़ा है अमित शाह के रोड शो में। यहाँ पे वोटिंग 5 तारीख को होनी है, पर अभी से ही अमित शाह ने यहाँ पर प्रचार कार्यक्रम चालू कर दिया है। सिद्धांत मिश्रा इन अहमदाबाद फॉर CNN News 18।